We got the White Sox at 8 o'clock, chat, on here. Then we roll around April. After the White Sox, we got the Mets. Or is that the Yankees? Yeah, no, yeah, that's the Mets. So we got the Mets, Oakland, or it's not even Oakland anymore, it's just A's. Then we got Pittsburgh 2 games, Minnesota for 4 games, Rangers 4 games, and then we got friggin' Minnesota again for 3 more games.
Yeah, after your Let's Go Tigers thing, you know what? Screw you.
Then we got, I think already Tampa Bay, as I said. Then we got Kansas City. By the way,
Ow.
Huh?
Ow.
I don't know, apparently it does. So then we take on Kansas City.
Is that better?
I don't hear it.
Okay, good.
But your mic is like off though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, we got St. Louis. 3 people is already in my stream. That's crazy. Then we got St. Louis, the Yankees. Oh, would you look at that, Cab?
Yeah, 3 games where you're gonna get your butt whooped.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Alright.
I can't be biased on my commentator,
But we are worrying about today, though. We want to get to this game here, and I don't know how we're gonna do that, chat.
I think he's used to
play next game. Alright, brother. So, Detroit leading series 1-0 right now.
Matt Manning. Are we for real?
He's gonna be the GOAT, chat.
Eli or Peyton? Or both? I mean, I guess. Never mind. I'm retarded. Alright, let's play again. Let's go.
Questioning on how to do the one thing where it doesn't take forever. Okay. Manage full game, enter the game, and make per pitch manual decisions. Send the game while making per
at bat, man, and 0.
Guess we'll figure out. Alright, I guess we'll just keep the unis how there are. Oh yeah, that's how. Quick counts, okay. So we got quick counts.
Alright.
And there will be some rain today.
Okay, I like that.
As the Detroit Tigers will take on the 0-1 Chicago White Sox. But I do have to make this into a playlist, though. These shows, 24. Yeah, I'll just do.
I have to make my stuff into a playlist, like my football stuff.
Yeah, it would help a lot.
It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago White Sox.
There we are, brother.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And we got the show drone as we are seeing the White Sox players come on out onto the
ready to roll. Our starter in this one
in the White Sox stadium, correct?
Chris, what should we keep an eye on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Just want to make sure.
If I can.
Why you keep messaging?
On field, yeah, we'll just do on field for now. Alright.
Alright, let's go.
And 1-1
and
to
up
count
the bat,
it.
Akil Badu. Never heard a name like that in my life, but here we go. The Detroit Tigers.
This is 2023 though.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
And swing, and this one could be gone. No, it's gonna be popped up and caught in the outfield. First out. And we see the next one up the bat is Orstila. We got Green Carpenter, Keith, Torkelson, Hannah, Ibanez, and Rogers after this one. So that's the starting lineup. Here is Gio. Now on here. It comes and he knocks this one way out. And
my
can they get to it?
goodness.
Yes, they will. Brilliant defense from the White Sox so far. They look to get there first. The 1-1 count for Riley Green. As he tries to look at just one. And that is going to be very caught. And we are at the middle of the first with an impressive series from the Sox. Tigers, White Sox, still 0. The middle of the first.
Dude, what an interesting defense, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was impressive. Here is Matt Manning out for the Detroit Tigers. 15 games started. He's 5-4 innings pitched, 78 flat, and his ERA, I guess that's how you say that, is 3.58. 1-1 count as we see Manning lining this one up. That one's hit, but I think it's a foul ball. Yes, sir. It's a foul ball. Let's strike. Let's do it. Swing and a miss, and he's out.
And Manning struck him out.
Today, a big swing and miss from the White Sox. We'll put the first strikeout here. 3-1 count as Nicky Lopez goes, and this one is going to be a strike. He didn't expect that one. Now full count for Nicky here as he hits this one. Can they get it to first?
Yep, he's out.
Yes, they can, and that's going to be another out against the White Sox. So after that, Jimenez looking to get in here. Robert Jr., Vaughn, Moncada, Fletcher, Sassy, and DeJong. On the pitch after him, let's see, Eloy Jimenez. And here. And 1-1 count. That one goes off the bat and into the fan section in the back. And that one is popped up. And Ibanez.
And it will be the end of the first.
This one. And the
with
end of the
fan
first.
cam.
No scoring. Fan cam. As we do end this one. That's a flex cam. Now on. And it's a 1-1 count for Terry Carpenter as we come back. Next swing. And that one looks good. Heading out. Can it make it?
And it's gone!
And it's good! Home run! Tigers! Long gone!
Terry Carpenter!
108.7 miles per hour heading out of the field. Big play from Carpenter. As that'll be the first points up tonight. They have been hitting non-stop. I mean, that RBI has to be insane right now. 417 feet and an exit velocity of 108.7 miles per hour. As we take a look at Colt. It will be going on with a 1-1 count. Big hit. And this one looks to be a triple. If he can get there.
Could he get the base too?
He's at second.
He is.
And they'll close out third. But they do have one on second. And that's cool. With a big hit. That came off the bat with a 105 miles per hour. Listen to it. Way to hit it where it goes in between. Mind you, that's a line drive as well. And you just see the perfect form off the bat. And Spencer now on the hit. And this one, big hit. Can they get to it? No!
And that's
And that one goes out! Torkelson gets lucky and it bounces out. Wow. That has to be more impressive than just getting a home run in itself. As we see another one, that one looks good. Heading through the patio, and that one...
And he is on third base.
And most of everybody would agree with that one. 2-0, Detroit in the league here as Benez takes the home plate. Looking to get that third baseman home. As he's got the first strike out of a 1-1 count we've seen from the Detroit Tigers today. 1-2 strike. 1-2 strike. Looking to correct his last mistake, and that one is soaring, and it'll hit
that
the
one's
ground,
gonna be gone.
and they'll get one in. 3-0 now for Detroit at the start of the second. I mean, this is incredible. What a performance. Coming off of that first inning, seeing that they were kind of struggling, but that makes up for it perfectly, as they've only got one out. Big hit! Is that one gone?
And
yes, it is! Holy Toledo! Jake Rogers, 106.7 miles per hour, as he sends this one out of the stadium. Incredible.
You want to know something?
The first time we've seen Rogers throw it out of the stadium, of course, if you look at football, but baseball, that is incredible. 395 feet. So
apparently rain was supposed to be the problem, but it's not for the White Sox. But it is for the White Sox, though, but not for Detroit. And that's
another good hit, but this one will be caught. Finally putting an end to the scoring streak.
And finally,
five in this one. I mean,
up.
Holy! This one is going to be a strike. 1-2 count. They haven't made it past this point without a hit, or any of these without a hit, as he throws this one right down the middle, and that's fair, but popped up. Middle of the second, Detroit with a strong 5-0 start. All homers. Rogers, the one to nail it out of the stadium right there. We've seen an impressive bounce up and out. And here is Luis Colbert, or Robert Jr. Excuse me. 1, 2.
1 and 2.
And
on the
strike
bat.
2. Here we go. Maybe one more strikeout.
And they get this one off. No, he's going to fight to stay in the box here.
And
that one's hit foul ball. So once again, the fight to stay at bat. And that one is popped up. Can they get to it? Yes, they can. So plenty of hang time. Put some time into trying to get that one out. Middle of the second here. Sox still without a point. And if Andrew Vaughn can keep this incredible pace that he's set for himself. This one
It might be
going
gone. No, it's
long,
not.
and no, it's going to be saved by an outfielder.
The White Sox can't get nothing
Yoan
done.
Moncada walking on now. And that one is going to be a strike. And sort of a bottom corner there, not quite. So this one. That one is going to be fair, and he can't get there. End of the second. Detroit and the White Sox. It's been a one-sided game so far. Definitely one-sided.
Oh,
Running
for
up
real,
the score
partner.
here, and here is Riley Green. As he goes on to hit this one. Haven't walked out without a hit, and they certainly won't there, but an impressive play.
DeJong.
Yeah, the Jones. That's a funny name to say. But
For real.
what's not funny is Terry Carpenter, 1 for 1, solo home run in the second. As he'll get this one, and oh, that's right off the bat, and that is going
that will be caught.
Go, yep, and it's going to be caught. Mike Soraka looked a little worried there, but it will stay inside and will be caught. Here is Colt Keith. He's got one today. 1 for 1, and that one goes off the bat as well. And the White Sox resume some impressive defense. Maybe a change of pitchers to come here soon. And still a goose egg as the White Sox look to change that with Dominic Fletcher. They still haven't got through their first lineup so far. Matt Manning looking to send him that way. And,
yeah, foul ball.
A diving attempt. I was gonna say that's very impressive that they didn't even call that.
Another foul ball.
Another foul ball. Plenty of fouls, no homers yet, and if they even hit it into the field, like right here, it's a pop fly, and it'll get caught. Been the struggle today. Why the Detroit Tigers are up 5-0. And Max Staffy, he's not been up to bat yet. For 33 for these White Sox as it winds up, and that is a strike. Full count here. Anything looks good right here.
And there's strike 3.
Perfectly
second
fit
strikeout
right there for Manning as he gets his second strikeout. Here's a 1-1 count here for DeJong, who's at the end of this lineup here. Paul DeJong. Look to,
and that will end
that
the...
one pass right in front of him. Gonna be another goose egg. Entering the fourth. The Tigers still up 5-0. Score has not changed yet. Spencer Torkelson looking to make the difference.
Oh!
That one is a no-doubter. It is out of here.
And then right into the fans.
6-0, and the Tigers resume their impressive run with Spencer Torkelson nailing a 402-footer. Not quite a swamp donkey they were looking for, though. 107 miles per hour coming off the bat. And a little bit of hockey being played in the dugout. He's that bang.
My goodness.
No doubt about that one. Threw down the bat and just started walking. 402 feet, again, 107 miles per hour off the bat as the White Sox are going to change pitcher. And reasonably so, because this one has been terrible. Here is Stevie Garcia this season. He played one game. Nothing on the record. So hold. And he pitched, it was 1.1. As he'll go in to pitch here in a 6-0 ball game, and that one looks good off the bat, and it's going to be caught by the outfielder. To keep it 6-0, and no one on base. Here is Andy Ibanez. He's already got a homer. As they look to strike him out, and it has not been happening all game for him. Really, nothing has worked for him all game. Garcia at least keeping it in the field for the White Sox. And they are looking not to get themselves too dirty here. With Jake Rogers stepping up to the plate. Is that one fair? No, it's going to go out. Foul ball. And Jake Rogers with a 1-2 count. And that's going to be the first strikeout of the day for the White Sox. Garcia getting the first strikeout here as the Akil Baddoo. It's funny to say. 0 for 2 so far, though. He started off our lineup here. And that one is going to be popped up and caught. As we end the start of the fourth, and Spencer Torkelson nailing that one to make it 6-0, and the White Sox looking to catch up after this one on the Great Lakes. So we're back in the Great Lakes. Andrew Benintendi, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Here is the windup, and it's going to be at the bottom of the box. An impressive one there, and this guy's an all-star, so you got to kind of be careful what you throw at him. He knows what's a strike and what's not. He didn't know right there, but pitch clock winding down. Gonna get it. Oh, pitch clock violation for Tigers. Looking to strike him out, and they will. So, White Sox struggling so far as the Tigers come up with their fourth strikeout of the game here. A little bit more of an impressive show in Pittsburgh as the Marlins down 11-5. And they're gonna.
And Lopez couldn't get onto first base.
2-13, by the way. Diamondback. That's the final with Rodriguez 1-0 in that one.
Diamondbacks tearing house down against Colorado.
This one goes off the bat, however.
2-2.
2-2 count.
And
And that one popped up. Catcher has a chance here, and
he will.
He'll find it.
End of the fourth.
End of the fourth here. And it has not been an impressive one for the White Sox. 7 hits. And nothing for the White Sox. On base for him here. John Giambi and Chris Singleton, the commentators on the other side.
Alright, welcome on in, Galaxy. Anyways, here we go.
Here is Garcia,
Top of the fifth.
who has kept everything in so far. As, yep, that will be another one caught by the outfielder. That was Bertula. As Riley Green 0 for 2 with a flyout and a lineout. As He'll look to make it better here. Big hit. And it will be caught. Riley Green, 96 off the bat. Cleared that one with 93 from Garcia.
Oh, nice.
Here's Terry Carpenter. And he has been excellent throughout as they look to get another homer off of him. He misses that one. And it's a 1-2 count. Big hit out to left field, and that one is caught to bring it to the middle of the fifth. Still 6-0. White Sox. They gotta get some points up here at some point. What's up?
Galaxy said hi.
Oh, hello.
He said hey. Your like mic volume's low for some reason.
Here, let me try to fix that. Is that better?
No, he's still low. There was moments where your mic went from normal volume and back down to how it is right now.
Work?
All right, talk.
Hello?
Okay, that'll do.
Yeah, because I had my mic all the way up.
Probably why.
1-1 count, and that one's hit at the bottom of the box. Louis Robert Jr. One up to bat so far. He's 0 for 1, and he has stayed in there pretty well with another foul ball right there. Too early, but he'll get it. Robert Jr. to make their 5th strikeout. The Detroit Tigers and Matt Manning have had a day so far, as Andrew Vaughn going out for the White Sox. Hasn't been impressive. And there's another foul ball. They need to hit one into the field here. Hopefully it doesn't get caught. And he'll swing at that one. That's impressive. Manning making him swing at everything here. Yon Moncada on here, 0 for 1 so far. 1-1 count. And right in the middle of the box. Right there. Should have swung at that one. Could have been a prime hit right there. And the catcher will have another chance. Will it go out? No, he'll save it. End of the 5th. Tigers 6-0. White Sox still struggling to hit the ball, as it'll be the end of the 5th. And we'll start off the 6th with Colt Keith. One for 2, a double and a run for him so far. So, choose not to swing at that one.
5th round pick in the 2020 MLB draft. There we go.
Big hit.
Oh.
Right in between. Does it go out?
Wait. No, that'll be second base.
Bounced off.
It looked like it was gonna be though. See if we can look at it again. Yeah.
I think that was.
Look at that. Oh, it was close in a way.
Bounced off the barricade. And Torkelson now. Big hit! Is it a pop-up? No! It's heading out! Will it get there? Yes! A double homer for the Tigers. 365 feet the distance.
And the White Sox just don't know what to do at this point.
White Sox down 8-0. This looks like a horrible football game. And they're doing the hockey celebration again. And I mean, why not? 98 mile per hour coming off the bat. Had a chance out in the right field portion. As it came back down, he jumps for it, but you can't jump for that. You gotta stay right there. 8-0, no outs yet. That's a big hit down the middle, and they'll catch it. Here is Andy Ibanez. Big hit.
And that's
And
caught.
it'll be caught.
By Garcia, I believe. Oh, no, that's not Garcia. My
Jake
bad.
Rogers.
He was.
Now on the hit.
Ooh.
And that looks good, but it'll be caught
Again. Yeah.
in the outfield. Spencer Torkelson, the talk of the town in Detroit. 9 hits, 8 runs. And that partially because of him. And that was wrong, by the way. You do not just stand there and let that one go out. You would go and try to catch that ball.
Feels so bad
Dominic
for the White
Fletcher.
Sox in a way.
And here might be a hit on base if they can get there. And no, he's not fast
Dude,
enough.
They can't get on any bases whatsoever. There's nothing's
They
been
haven't
working
been able
for the White
to at
Sox.
all. Bottom of the 6th here, and we're still not seeing any bases being taken by the White Sox, as they might resume this season with, if anything, they're gonna end the season pretty horribly if this continues. And
There we
Green
go.
catching this one. That's Sassy, the hitter, as Paul DeJong up the bat. He's 0 for 1 in this one-sided contest. And here is
Foul ball.
a hit, and that's going to be way out. Foul ball. That's been sort of their problem so far.
No, that's a ball.
And that'll be a ball to make it a full count. First ball thrown by Manning. Looking like prime Eli right now, and that will end the 6th. Not sure if he's related or not, but he's throwing it like Eli Manning. Tigers, 8-0. White Sox need some help. They might want to sign Aaron Judge.
I don't think Aaron Judge would save him anyways. I don't think not even
Maybe
Aaron
not, but it at least put some points on the board like Detroit has throughout this whole contest. That is hot coming off the bat. And he'll make the catch.
I mean,
Again, these catches haven't meant anything, pretty much, throughout this entire thing. I mean, if you take away one of these hits, at least one, there is still a prime chance that they win this game. And, ooh, just barely catching that one from Urshela. That left the bat with 106 miles per hour, gliding through the air. Riley Green, 0 for 3. But he certainly helped get on base here. Left-handed guy, as this one bounces at midfield.
And we'll get the first base.
And, yep, they'll get first base out of that. I mean, that, at this point, is impressive for the White Sox. I mean, this has been terrible.
For real.
Looking to knock this one apart, and doesn't have to throttle.
And fan cam.
7th. 10
Look
hits,
at the stadium.
8 runs. Yeah. The stadium that,
And-
honestly,
and he's
shouldn't
picking
even
a
house
fight
the
with
White Sox
someone.
at this point. Huh?
And the fan cam is picking a fight with somebody.
I guess so.
I guess the
Here's
fan
Matt Manning
cam
back
is
out.
a,
Like I said, he's been throwing like Eli Manning. That one popped off the bat. And he would make it to first base if that wasn't caught from the pop. Can't get
Matt
anything
Manning.
out there. Nicky Lopez, 0 for 2, both ground out. looking to make this a little better for his team. 2-2. Now for Nicky. And that's going to be a strike. And that'll be their 8th to match the score. Eloy Jimenez. Or Jimenez. Looking to make things better. Hasn't worked for him neither. Swinging a miss.
And that's end of the 7th. Wow.
7th inning stretch. As Tigers
Matt Manning going
still
off.
up very well in this contest.
Garcia coming back as the pitcher.
See very intermediate end to this one, as that's a big hit, and they'll let this one bounce. Ooh, bounces off the wall.
And
trying to cut him
base.
off from third, and they will, but it'll get a double. Detroit Tigers making them soar off the bat. In this one, that's their 11th hit on base, as Spencer Torkelson will take home plate again, and he has been truly sensational throughout. The only thing more impressive than his home run so far might just be if he can hit what we would call a swamp donkey. Might get a chance here, as this one's right down the middle. He swings.
Ooh.
And doesn't bounce out.
Well, they do get one in.
They do get a run
9-0
to make it 9-0, but at this point, does it really matter?
It
They've
really
scored
does
so
not.
much.
White Sox fans right now are leaving the building.
They're trying to beat traffic.
Yeah.
Lots of empty seats. Here is Matt Foster. Takes place of the pitcher.
And the Yankees
So,
right there lost to the
2022.
Houston Astros. Javier 9.0 IP. Some.
And
Hit,
that is a
swing, boom.
pretty nice one coming off the bat. Does it bounce out?
And they
No.
will get a run in. Second base. 10-0.
The
in
double
the top
puts
of the
them up
8th.
10-0. And at this point, it looks like, again, it just looks like a crappy football game.
It really does.
10-0. I mean, that's a touchdown and a field goal.
It really is, bro. Oh.
Absolutely horrible for the White Sox.
I hear the Lions
the
are
shutout
undefeated on
continues.
Madden. Boom!
Yeah, on the Madden franchise, if you want to go check that one out. As they'll have
And it will be
another run. Oh boy.
Dude, they're just getting
White
runs.
Sox have got to be ticked at this point. I mean, at some point, if they get to 15, do you just call the game?
Yeah, just call the game, honestly. I mean, it's just about over. Oh.
11-0 here.
Oh, dear.
Still no outs. And they're up 11-0. And
oh.
that doesn't make it any better. A no-doubter leaving the ballpark.
Ow.
Long gone for Jake Rogers. 112.2 mile per hour coming off the bat to make it 13-0 with, again, still no strikeouts. Show motion here. As that one left
Statcast by
4-18.
powered
They
by
could have had a
Google Cloud.
swamp donkey if that goes up just a little bit. Here is Shane Drohan. And they're really just putting anybody in at this point. I mean, this is horrible.
First season.
He's only had one game, and this is his first season in here.
Oh, sweet. Wait, he's the
They're
new
just
pitcher.
praying that someone can get out right here, and that does not look any better.
But it will be
Finally an
caught,
out.
though. top of the 8th here.
I think at this point you just call it. You just call it. Right here. 13-0. They're pretty close to 15 so far. 1-1 count for Urshela, as that one is hit and foul. I think I hit a little kid in the face. As it'll be a 1-2 count. Big hit. And that one will be caught by the outfielder at left. Or right, excuse me. Theo Urshela was the one that hit that. Riley Green is 1 for 4 for obvious reasons. Big hit. And that one bounces off the ground. They will not get this one to first base in time.
That was so
They'll have one on.
13-0.
Well, I mean, at some point you just figure, you know what, maybe if it is 15-0, they'll call the ball game. So why not let him on first base? As Detroit looks to swing again, and that one looks good. Can it go out? Bounce. No, does not have the bounce.
Oh. Well,
and can they get a run in here? Yes, they will.
14-0.
14-0. No pickoff at second base. And a brilliant one right there. I tell you, that one almost left too.
Boom.
So close to him, maybe calling. Maybe. As Colt Keith is 3 for 4. Who else to end it but him? Big swing, and that one will make his second strike. Obviously, it hasn't mattered. I mean, let's be honest. To this point, it's still been pretty bad. And who won't get there? That is going to be another run in. Let's call the game. Call the game. Right here. Now, please. 15-0. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
and
my
this
God.
is an in-division game. Like, you got to think about that. That is truly insane. There's a bunt. Interestingly enough, and
that's weird.
That's very weird, yeah. Almost like that didn't count. Here's Torkelson, and that's the final strike. To end it here, mid-8.
Yep, mid-8.
Detroit Tigers, 15 runs, 18 hits. Chicago White Sox still with a goose egg.
Man, just call the
haven't
game
even gotten on base
point.
at this point. No kidding.
I think after
Robert Jr. strikeout and a pop out for him today. I mean, probably an impressive performance if you're looking at the White Sox record so far, and that's gonna be. This isn't even exciting to watch.
It really isn't.
It really isn't. As a commentator, I can't even make this good.
I think honestly, as soon as the 8th ends, if they have not scored at least more than maybe 5, maybe the 8, not even 10 points, just in the game there. I mean,
at this point, Matt Manning hit, and I'm gonna be fouled.
Look at that poor White
Sox
fan kid over there. Look at him. He's so depressed. Like, dude, give him a free hot dog or something.
I mean, at this point, you should go in.
Like, honestly,
Matt Manning,
he probably
perfect game. Out. They kept him in for most of it. And why take him out? I mean,
he's eating hot dog too.
Why would you take this man out? And that's an early swing by Mancada. A hit at this point would be impressive. Not that one. Foul ball. 1-2. And they intentionally walked him to get Dominic Fletcher. I mean, really? What are you meant to do? What are you meant to do right here?
At least they were being nice about it, I guess.
That looked like a fastball. 82 mile per hour though. Pretty slow fastball.
Oh!
That one pops off. And into the stands. Here is a 1-2 count. Possibility. And they'll finally get on base. Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
Finally a base hit.
It might actually do something here. No?
Well, it at least gives them a hit, and that's a ball. 3-1. First time I've seen that come across the screen, as that's going to be a strike, and not the first time we've seen this one, full count.
Oh!
And bottom corner, and that's the end of the 8th.
And it's fan cam. Yet again, White Sox fan kind of losing his mind.
Hey, look, White Sox, you at least got a hit. This guy's talking a little trash over here, but, you know, if he doesn't like it, he should get in. At this point, I wouldn't blame him. 1-1 and a 15-0 ball game. And yeah, that might as well just been the fan home.
Oh, wait.
And
wait, what?
Yep, that's gonna be a home run. Surprisingly enough, they gotta let that one go. Mark Hanoff.
Head coach.
That is a weird home run.
It really
right
was.
there.
It
Barely gets out of the park.
I didn't think it really went over. By the way, Cav is still
100.
grounded in Galaxy, so he can't hop on Minecraft. But maybe after this game. Anyways, top of the ninth. That was the most slappiest home run I have ever seen. Like, look at that. Oh wait, I guess it did went in.
Slides off the top of the dugout.
Tanner Banks coming on
more
in.
of an
32
insult.
games, record 1-4. Ugh.
They're really putting anybody in at this point. Something to stop the pace.
They're switching over
16-0.
pitchers.
They're signing players as we talk, but it literally does not matter. I swear. This game has been horrible.
It really has.
For White Sox fans across the globe. I mean, you've probably even got fans tuning in from just completely different fan bases.
Oh,
Wanting to watch this one simply because it has been bad.
White Sox bullpen. Steven Wilson.
Yep. White Sox have him warming up here. 1 for 2. And that sounded good. Can it get there? It just goes
gone,
off the wall.
apparently.
No. They'll call that one a home run. I mean, I guess it did go out of the stadium for a little bit. 380 the distance. Someone stop. Stop. Umpire, can we get this game? Can we stop the game at least 20 points? At least 20 points, please. I'm hating this one. Like, this is disrespectful at this point.
Dude, oh my
Bang.
god.
Rogers with his... Does this one even go out? No, it goes right back out into the field. They're still calling it a home run. This is so controversial, and oh my god, there goes another one. And he misses. What is even the surprise at this point? There is none. There really is none. This game has been a horrible representation of how good the White Sox are. Oh god.
Oh no.
My friend here thinks it's hilarious. it really happens.
As a Tigers fan, this is just sad. Very just sad.
Please. They get him
Oh,
out.
what the fuck? Okay. Well, midnight.
Yeah, they didn't even decide to run for like half of that one. Probably felt bad. 21 hits, score 17.
Dude, just in the game at that point, dude. They are not coming back.
It is 17-0 in the middle of the night. This looks like they're going against a high school team.
It really does.
The pitcher's getting tired, by the way. I mean, at this point, I would be too. Of throwing so many fastballs that my arm hurts. There it is.
One ball.
That's check. And I think after this pitch, they're going to substitute one in for Matt Manning, or should we call him Eli Manning, the way he's played this one. Matt Manning. 1-2 count, and and out. They
Oh,
can't make
strikeout.
the 12th strikeout. Has this ever even been done in MLB history? And I thought after that one, they were going to substitute somebody. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I really can't tell you at this point in there. Yep, and they're gonna walk it. I don't know what that was. It looked like it was, or it sounded like it was. Nicky Lopez. And are we finally getting this substitution? Train on the water, boat on the wreck. This is really how this game is going. Like a train through bricks. Okay. They are finally going to get a substitution for Matt Manning after he has had an impressive, and I mean impressive, game so far. Matt Manning, he's tired.
I felt
he
like
didn't want to go out.
he should have been out of the game since like inning 7 or 7 innings.
He should have been out. But
Miguel Diaz 1-0 in his record out of the 12 games he played.
got 2 holds, 14 innings pitched, and we'll see.
Okay, well, we'll see
he
a
has
warm up.
And we'll see him warm up here. Looking impressive. 93 mile per hour off to that ball right there. That's
Keep warming up. I
guess.
might give him one more here. Might give him one
85
more
miles
shot.
per hour.
And 93
And
miles per hour.
sinker for 93.
And they will
Pretty
end
fast.
the warm up here.
And the warm up.
Nicky Lopez.
Looking to get this game over with.
0-3.
Miguel Diaz versus Nicky Lopez, and they're going to call that one a ball. I mean, at that point, I feel like that's a interesting call, and someone's trying to take base there. They didn't want that to happen, and they throw it back. Strike.
Dude, just the White Sox can't get nothing done. It is game over.
Just stop, please.
And they're gonna call another walk. Like, dude, two.
Why wouldn't you? Why
two
wouldn't you?
people on there.
It is
I mean,
two
yeah,
bases now.
It does give the players the rest, though,
And
right?
they wanted Louis Robert Jr.
Oh my dear God!
They are going to walk another batter, and now they have the bases loaded.
Bases
No
loaded.
faith in this White Sox team. Big hit.
Big hit.
They're going.
And Tigers win.
And the Tigers will win.
17-0. White Sox completely just got annihilated.
You said it. I mean, I have never seen a game worse than that. They'll end this one 17-0. A shutout to the Detroit Tigers. As they've sat through, has been a pretty bad showing from the White Sox, but a pretty good one from the Detroit Tigers. I mean, you talk about a team that could, you know what, at this point, hand them a trophy. Hand them it. It's already been done. They had 7 runs in the 8th. 7. 2 hits in the ninth. How do you even take that? How do you take that and walk away? I would have started fighting. At this point, I would have started fighting. But the player of the game, Spencer Torkelson, Matt Manning, with a win and a loss for Mike Storaka. Player left. We'll wait for my partner to get back, but just how the game goes. Back. Welcome back.
What a disappointing game, ladies and gentlemen. 17-0 final score. Probably will be the end of the stream here today. I know it was a very short stream. And we will bring more Detroit Tigers franchise up in action some point. I don't know when. We might just stream it sometimes. We'll miss some games and some not. Like, why not? 2-0 Detroit going at it. 17-0 point right there. It looked like a team from the NFL just did not lose a single game. But 2 o'clock p.m. will be the final meeting for Chicago for a while. The White Sox, anyways. I think the Cubbies.
Disappointed they even have to play that one.
Yeah.
At that point, I would be too. Not a good look for your team. Definitely not a good look.
It really is not a good look at all. So I'm trying to figure out how to save the game here. I will turn the audio commentary back on. Guess it's custom. Apply, yes. I guess it's file management. And so long next time, y'all. And this was it was a funny game, but it was very boring past the 7th inning because the White Sox sucked that bad.
Well, it wasn't very funny from one team. I know that.
Yep. But yeah, again, we will see y'all in the next.
Maybe they did that. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
But at that point,
dude, if I'll be real with you, I kinda didn't know how to sub anyone out, and I was thinking about like Madden logic wise on how you could sub people out. I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha. So you have to pause the game and then take them out. I'm like, oh, that's smarter. But yeah, anyways, we will see y'all in the next stream, whenever the heck I do that one. Probably will be a different game though, I'm not too sure. But yeah, again, we will see y'all in the next stream. Peace.